Hello, Wolfpack. Happy Sunday. We are back on Monday with the lovely back squat drop sets that everybody enjoyed so much. I got so many positive text messages about it. I had to bring it back. So hopefully, I've programmed the rest of the week a little bit more feng shui around this. I think last week, first time doing this, it was very, very intense, and it made a lot of people, including myself, very, very sore. So hopefully this week our body's adjusted to it a little bit. We can still push the pace and still push the weights and not be quite as destroyed by these. And I think that the workout after this is a little bit better than last week. So hope you guys enjoy this. 2 sets. Same as last week, you're going to do 4 reps on the back squat. This is going to be heavy. Your goal would be to go a little bit heavier than last week if you did the 5. You're going to rest 30 seconds, drop the same amount of weight, do another 4. I think last week I had it as AMRAP, so you had an opportunity to do even more reps. But since we're adding weight here, we're just going to keep it to 4 reps here. 30-second rest, and then do the exact same thing. Drop it another 20 pounds for males, 10 for the ladies, and then do 4 here. Okay, you're going to rest as long as you need in between this. If you remember from last week, I think I rested probably 3 or 4 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes, because it was pretty intense. So hopefully with the reduction in the reps on the AMRAPs here from last week, we're still getting good heavy volume. We're still getting overload, from pushing the heavy force here and then dropping a little bit. But hopefully, again, once our body kind of did it last week, we've adjusted to it in our legs. Don't take as much of a beating, okay? Make sure we're still keeping decent cadence on these reps, right? The 4 heavy should be tough, but it shouldn't be so heavy that you have to squat, stand up, rest, breathe, rebrace, and then go into it. You should still be able to keep a decent cadence, 1 to 2 second rest in between this heavy 4. That way, right, when we drop a little bit of weight, we kind of have a similar cadence on this one. I remember this middle set being the most challenging one, and then as we drop another 20 pounds, this one wasn't quite as bad. So just make sure we're not going too heavy, since we are getting a lot of heavy volume here. It's 12 total reps, which is a lot. Okay. And then the Metcon's pretty straightforward. It's not as much lower body as last week, so that should be good. But it's a great opportunity to push the pace in these 4-minute windows, since we do have a little rest period. So your goal for this is on the machines and on the burpees to be moving at a little bit faster pace than you normally would if this was a straight through AMRAP, right? Say it was like 40 cals here, 40 here, whatever. We want to try to go above and beyond a little bit on the machines, especially since we do get that little rest period. We won't have to worry about comboing it with anything other than toes to bar. So 2 minutes on the bike to start. You got 2 minutes of max toe to bar reps. Okay, it's a long time on toes to bar, especially being fresh. I know people are going to want to hop off, hit a really, really big set because it feels good, which is fine. But just remember, you've got to do burpees right after a lot of toes to bar. And anytime you do a ton of toes to bar, the push off the ground from the burpees is really challenging because your midnight gets super, super taxed and you get super tight. So I think you should approach these toes to bar with a good tough set to start, but then we go right to a very comfortable set that you can hold for the remainder of the 2 minutes. So maybe your ceiling for toes to bar is 15 or 20. We hit like an 8 to 10. And then you hop off, rest, and then maybe you just hold 5 or 6s for the remaining time. That way we're getting a good amount of volume, but we're still not tapping into that like max effort toes to bar because we have another set here and another set here. So kind of throttle yourself back just a little bit, save a little bit of energy because you only get a minute rest. And then we got to go max bar facing burpees. And like I said before, toe to bar to burpee, back to toes to bar. Your midline is going to be a lot more taxed than you think it's going to be. And so pushing off the ground is going to be more fatiguing on your upper body. It's going to require more work, which means you're going to fatigue faster. Heart rate's probably going to be way higher. And then you got to somehow hang on to the bar for toes to bar. So we should be attacking these burpees, but also making sure we're saving enough in the tank to still get good volume in the toes to bar. Okay, rest a minute, and then same thing, row. Max toes to bar. So it's a lot of toe to bar work today, so it's a good opportunity if you don't have them or we're working on them to spend the 2 minutes practicing your kip, right? Practicing the breathing mechanics while your chest comes through. We're breathing in as you're extending back and kicking the bar. You're breathing out. Maybe we're working on more of a swooping kip and not as much of a swim kick. So there's a ton of opportunity here, even if we don't have toes to bar, to work on toes to bar, the toe to bar motion. Or if we are very proficient in the toes to bar, you can attack these, but focusing on form efficiency, right? Finding comfortable sets, and improving this entire motion in some fashion. So that's kind of the goal of this 14-minute AMRAP. So hopefully, again, like I said, it's a little bit more manageable Monday after last Monday, and it kind of sets us up for success through the week. So I think I've broken up a couple of the other days a little bit better. So go ahead and look ahead of that. You got questions, let me know. If not, guys, have a fantastic Monday. I'm excited for you guys to hit this, and we'll see you in the gym. Bye!